Why, hello, hello, this is Rogueblades, and we are coming to you live from Uncle Tully's Arena, where I will be playing, of course, the Assassin. And I have had a very relaxing break. As some of you may know, I was gone for quite a while. I decided, with the new product update and with my getting out of school, it is time to put out some new content. And so what better way to start than a nice little commentary on Uncle Tully's. I've had a few things since my break, but nothing I would call a real video, a vlog, a couple short videos, and then that thing with Sunny Dove, which if you haven't seen that, you should, because it's a lot of fun. But before I get started, I should say that I just saw Thor, and it was a pretty cool movie. So you should all see it as well. And when they handed me those shitty little 3D glasses in the theater, I was a little nervous because I have this thing with 3D movies where me and them, we don't seem to get along because I always feel like it's really campy and overdone, and the 3D is just shameless. But this was done pretty well, and you know, I enjoyed it. But let's get right into the game here. You just saw me kill a tank with Shuriken launcher. You will see a lot of that in this video. For some reason, it's just the opportunity presented itself to kill people with Shuriken launcher a lot. So I took advantage because especially when you're going up against heavy classes like the gunner and tank, sometimes it's really dangerous to just run in there and see what you can do. But shooting Shurikens is almost always a safe decision because their range fall off on well, the jet gun, which is nothing, and the minigun is they're both pitiful, so you can easily stand outside their useful range and just pelt them with shurikens, and they do a lot of damage. And a lot of people just seem to forget they have that. It's a really underused and underrated tool, but it is incredible for finishing people off and for just, you know, pressuring from a distance. Also, another thing that is underused, maybe not even known about, it's an advanced technique for the Assassin. I'm not sure, once again, like with super jumping, I'm not sure if I discovered it, but you're going to see me use it in just a second, and me use it and fail miserably because it's like lunge jumping. Basically what you do is you lunge, and if you hit a target, if you hit like a bot or a player with your lunge, and it doesn't kill them, if you jump immediately afterwards, you retain all of your forward momentum through the jump. So you're going to see it right here. I'm going to try to lunge at this guy, and I jumped on accident, and I just flew off the map. That is lunge jumping, and it is an incredibly useful tool until you use it and it throws you off the map. But, you know, if you can figure it out, I usually do it on accident just because I forget I have it. It's one of those things where I just don't even think about it until I'm doing it. But if you can master it, you can increase your mobility tenfold because of how fast you can move in one direction. It's really useful to bounce off bots. If you find a blackjack who's sitting around, you can use that to just fly across the map. But yeah, it can be incredibly useful. Just don't let it kill you like it killed me. And so now I'm just going to be killing these rocket turrets. You saw at the beginning of the video how the first thing I did was run behind everyone and get here to kill the first 1 or 2 rocket turrets, because I've noticed through playing this map, I don't know how it would work in organized team play, because I haven't done a lot of those, especially on this map. But I've noticed that in pubs, no one will check over here. And so this is where I come, and then I grab a rocket turret or 2 for free, and then sneak around behind them and kill bots or kill players because they're not going to be expecting me. They haven't even seen me if I've done it right. So it can be very helpful to your team just to sneak behind like this. Obviously, it's really readable, and if someone figures out you do that, like I'm sure someone will when I play them next after I tell them this, they're going to be waiting there for you. But just bear in mind how useful it can be to your team to just kind of camp back there. And now I'm going to sprint jump and grab the Annihilator. That's great to stay off the trampoline. As I mentioned in earlier videos, the trampoline is just your worst nightmare. It's probably the only bad thing for assassins on this map because you're not going to be getting a lot of kills there. You certainly won't ever be grabbing anyone there. And I mean, I've noticed that excellent snipers, high quality snipers, will like to just camp there because really their only fear at that point is something that they see coming. And so it can be a really smart idea for other players and a really terrible idea for assassins. So you should do whatever you can to stay off the bouncy pad as much as possible. You know, sprint jump through it, lunge through it, just stay off of it because you're not useful there. It's only going to get you killed. And here we see another mobility option of the Assassin, the ability to jump up top and range shurikens. Even if you're not planning on killing anything, it provides excellent scouting information, and you can make your next move based on the information you get from being that high up. You can see that, oh, every player is on the left side or on the right side, so I'm just going to go somewhere else. Or I see a weak player here, I'm going to jump down and see if I can take him out, or I'm just going to snipe off this turret. It can be incredibly useful, incredibly powerful, and since you and maybe the Assault are the only people that can get up there, it does provide a distinct advantage, and you need to take advantage of every advantage that you have. And doing this right here might not have been the best decision because it is a tank, and if I don't get the kill, he can very easily charge me off the level. But I noticed I had teammate support, so I felt rather safe. And going after this gunner, I decided not to just run straight at him because I could get tagged by one of his shots, and then, you know, my surprise would be ruined. So I decided to run around and just snipe off some turrets with my juice, and then kill this tank with juice shurikens. You see how fast juice shurikens can rip apart the most health, or that class with the most health in the game. It's obscene, really. And I've gotten the attention of the assault on their team, and so I realize it's time to get out of there. A good habit to get into, especially as an assassin who doesn't want to die a lot, is once people are onto you, once you've started taking some shellings, just run away, and that gives you a chance to regenerate your health without being in a dangerous position, and it makes them kind of forget about you, because if you just keep ducking in and out, they're going to know where you're coming from, they're going to know to be ready, and the fact that you're an assassin who's been discovered is only going to hurt you. I mean, the way you should be playing this class is when you're not just ripping apart bots, you need to be sneaky. You need to other people need to not know where you are. And like this gunner, he didn't know where I was until it was too late, and I picked him off with shurikens. And, you know, gotta love killing with shurikens, just so satisfying because they do so much damage and they don't have any range drop off, and it's just awesome. So now that I see that I've herded them into the center, I'm gonna run back off to the left. I noticed the assault, who is Babblefish, who is a good assault for sure. I should not have tried that, especially against even a half-decent assault, not to mention an excellent assault, because the bomb being there was obvious. I probably even thought that when I went up, but didn't act fast enough. My fingers were slower than my thinking. But you should never ever chase an assault if you think that for even a second they know where you are. And especially against good assaults like Babblefish, they're gonna know where you are if you're cloaked, because that thing is loud. And especially on this map, when you've gotten your bacon, when Chicky Canner's been killed by your team and you have bacon, you don't want to lose that, and so you don't want to die. But anyway, so now I'm just going to be picking off these laser blazer turrets. If you're going to build laser blazer turrets, one, I don't know if we're going to be friends, but two, don't build them on that area of Uncle Tully's, because they are only good for two things, and that is getting killed and people ripping juice off of them. Now this right here is the proper way to kill a good assault. Turn off your cloak, wait a second, because he doesn't know you're there, and then just grab him when he's either low health or when he doesn't see it coming. Now, I could have easily ran in there, lunged, and grabbed, like I'm prone to doing, but I made myself slow down, and I thought, okay, well, he is obviously going to be ducking back into this when he starts taking some hits, and he did. And so I just turned off my cloak and sat there, and obviously it paid out. I know I'm a little scatterbrained right now, just saying everything that I see on the screen, but it's just so exciting. I have to tell you everything. We only have a brief amount of time together, and I just want to let you know all the things that are running through my head when I play. And that's a really important element of playing at any level, high level, low level. You have to think. I mean, games are fun, and they should be fun, but it's also a thinking exercise sometimes, and you need to think about your options. You need to consider what the best move is for you, what the best move is for your team, and really, I feel like you'd have more fun when you kind of learn the advanced metagame of any game, because it allows you to think about the game and play the game on a much more deep level. It's more intricate, and it's more rewarding at the end, because you feel like, you've accomplished something by being slightly better than everyone else. Although at the same time, it feels like crap when you think you're good at something, and then someone you know to be a complete and total noob just poops on you because you don't know what they do, because noobs play stupid. And that is absolutely the way I am with freaking 2D fighting games or stuff like Super Smash Brothers. When I first play a game, I just play it to enjoy it for the first hour or two. Alright, this is kind of fun. I guess I'm just button mashing because I don't know anything else, and this is all I know how to do in this game. But after an hour or two, I'm just like, this is no fun. I need to learn combos. Somebody teach me bread and butters. Somebody teach me what to do. And then, after I learn that, none of my friends will play with me because I've learned, the one bread and butter combo, and they don't know how to play the game, and so that's all you need to do. And that's a great example of just how a little bit of research or a little bit of thought put into video games of any kind can really be more rewarding in the end, because, not only does it give you an edge up on your buddies if that's how you like to play it, but you really getting more out of the game, because there's a lot of intricacies to so many games and so many things in life, I suppose, if you want to get on a more philosophical level, that if you just understood those intricacies, you would enjoy that action, that activity, that game much more. So don't ever stop yourself from getting better at something because, you know, you just want to have fun, you know, you just want to be casual about it. There's nothing saying you can't be a good casual player. I mean, casual is really just the absence of competition. It's not the absence of skill. But after that little competitive casual rant, we can get right back into it. I see Babblefish trying to pick off one of my teammates, and I try to help, but he jumps at the right time. I do get the grab, but I unwisely try to follow, and he bombs me. Now, at this point, I decided it was all in. If he killed me, it didn't matter, because even if I tried to run away, I was probably going to die. So I just went for it, and luckily our paths just happened to cross while I was swinging in the ball pit there, but it can be real risky, especially against an assault. If you ever don't kill him with the grab, your best bet is probably just to flee, because they of all classes have some excellent tools for getting away pesky assassins. Their bomb and charge, they can even grab if they happen to have their grenade launcher out. So be very wary of that. I mean, that's same can be said of any class, really. If you miss the grab, or if you get the grab and they don't die, you should probably just call it a day and try again some other time, because they will get you for that. And now you're seeing me kind of just, this is what I like to do to put pressure on. This is one of those things where I don't plan on killing anybody. This is a look at me, pay attention to me move so that my bots can get close. Especially on this map, it's great because you've got a safe way to do this from in their base and then run away. But the more people you can get paying attention to you, obviously the less people are going to be paying attention to the bots. And assassins are excellent at that because they're just so annoying. People do not like to have assassins just kind of sitting in their base. It makes them really uncomfortable for good reason. And you can really use this to your advantage by, if you just shoot shurikens, they're gonna see those shurikens, and then eventually they're gonna come after you. And at that point, you know, your team is free to push bots, and if nothing else, your bots at least have a better chance of getting close. And that is something you should always consider. Sometimes it's not always about killing someone, it's just about, you know, keeping them distracted long enough. And I am just about getting another juice. I believe this server was a no juice buying server, which, once again, if you do that, I don't know if we can be friends, because I really hate no juice servers. Absolutely drives me crazy. But so that makes every juice that much more important, and you have to consider, I mean, I didn't do it very well in this game, so don't exactly take this example, but take these words as great advice. If you get juice on a no juice server, your goals should be turrets, moneyball, players. And that's just how it has to be, because on no juice buying servers, supports are godlike, because the ability for you to drop their turrets that are hacked and built up is incredibly low. And especially if they get a 3/3 rocket turret, a level 3 turret with 3 hack, that is such a pain. And if they get a couple of those, good luck dropping those. I mean, one juice isn't going to do it at that point, and you've dug yourself a hole that is going to be incredibly hard to get out of. So every juice is critical, and if the ball is down on a no juice server, you just have to go for it. Once again, don't exactly watch this video and take that example, because I just kind of was dicking around and using my juices to kill players and pad stats. But especially in a more competitive game, or in a game where I was at least taking it more seriously, I would have certainly prioritize that. And I let my teammates know too. If you ever play with me and I'm on a no juice server, I let people know how incredibly important using your juice is, and especially in the right way. But now you're going to see why level 1 laser blazers are crap, especially on this map, because look at this. There is no one here. There's no one who could even see me. That was bad. I kind of failed at turning off my cloak. But look at this. Free juice, just like that. And so now on a no juice server too, getting juice that quick and that easy should be illegal. But I'm definitely going to use this to help break this contain, and that can be really critical, just knowing the right way to get your juice. And if someone's going to build a level 1 and not watch it, I mean, well, I'm going to do it again, and again, and again. Because you fucking idiots don't seem to understand that level 1 laser blazers are absolute trash. 3 sword swings or 4 sword swings, like a clip of shuriken launcher ammo. It's weak, does no damage. Look at all that damage. I taunted twice, and it hit me for like a fifth of my total health, and I got juice out of it. So I love the mechanic, though, of getting a lot of juice when you take damage while taunting. It shouldn't change, but people should not be building level 1 laser blades. Just at least upgrade it to level 3. It's only like a total of, what, like 200 or 250 bucks. I mean, if you have the money to build a level 1, you should upgrade it to level 3, because if not, I'm just going to do this over and over and over again. It's just pathetic how little damage that does. And on other maps, at least, you have the worry of, well, while I'm taunting, someone could totally come up to me because I'm exposed, I'm in their base. But on Uncle Tully's, it's very unique because no one ever goes over there. That is no man's land as far as I'm concerned. That's probably why I like it so much. It provides me a really easy way into the base. There's always turrets for picking, and that's where you go to drop the ball, because you sneak in that way, kill players from behind, and then your bots just walk right in. And I mean, you can see too how easily the assassin can just get wherever she wants. I mean, you've watched in this video me bounce on this little rail from jump jet to jump jet, and you can, if you want, you don't ever have to touch the bot lane, because the way this particular map is designed, you can just stay on the railings and go wherever you want in half the time. And the fact that the assassin has such good mobility, combined with the close quarter style map layout, just makes her fantastic. But anyway, so we are now well into overtime, and I don't feel at all threatened here. I have more money than I know what to do with. I probably should have just upgraded some turrets or something in my base, even though we weren't getting pressured at all, because idle money is wasted money as far as I'm concerned. $2,600 that isn't going to use when it could totally be put towards a couple of level 3 rocket turrets, maybe a shave ice if there was a good assassin around. It can be really helpful. But, you know, like I said, not at all worried. I don't feel pressured. We haven't been on the back foot at all this game, but I have juice. And what I end up doing with this juice is not just trying to slay the money ball, which, you know, that was maybe a questionable decision, but what I end up doing is camping their spawn area, because I just decide my team is in there doing work. All I'm going to do is wait for someone to come out, and I'm just going to delay them getting to their ball as much as possible. I mean, you could argue that that me just going for the ball would have been better, because I would have ended this game faster, but I was just, you know, trying a new strat, see if someone would come out and I could get a couple of free kills, but no one ever came. So run back to the ball, and of course, because we are just fucking dick slapping them, just, you know, taunt around the ball, maybe pop a little juice, taunt around the ball again, and that is all she wrote, guys. Played a pretty solid game on this here Uncle Tully's. Had that one death because of the silly suicide, but do remember that advanced technique. Do remember the lunge jump. It can be useful if you master it. So I go 21-1, it looks like, with 59 bot kills. Solid game, solid game. And for anyone wondering, I did want to do some kind of Let's Play. I'm going to do a channel update where I give you guys kind of all the skinny on, you know, all that stuff. Apparently Xenonox and SunnyDove have been doing it, so I figure I'll cast my hat in as well and give you guys an update on my life and my channel. And, you know, I kind of want to get into another competitive game. I feel like Monday Night Combat's on the way out. I hope it's not, because it's excellent and I'm pretty good at it. But, so maybe you guys have some suggestions for other competitive games you might like to see me play, or some Let's Play ideas. Feel free to put a comment down. But yeah, so right now I'm just going to take it easy, put out some more content as I get it, and I hope you all enjoy. So until next time, this has been Rogueblades. Stay sneaky, everybody.